Let's see. It seems that I am online again. Let's see if I can find a chat. Um, mm, mm, mm. I really don't get this. How does this app work? Hello. It's really strange. I can't watch my own channel through the app, it seems. Which is really strange. Well, yeah, no one will watch anyway. So we skip that. I need to change music. This is not what I want to listen on. Let's listen to some 80s Japanese city pop. Okay, so last session we went through. We ended at active record model basics. Yes. And we are gonna start with our request journey through Rails. Okay, let's go. No, sorry. I can't listen to... Why doesn't my hotkeys work? There we go. Strange. Okay, gonna listen to some Yas maybe. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can get some better background. Maybe even change theme, maybe. Talk Unite. Yeah. Looks good. Remove that. And we don't even stream the... There we go. Okay, our request journey through Rails. And to get Rails saying hello, we need to get a minimum route, controller with an action, and a view. Okay. An action, what if that? A route maps a request to a controller action. A controller action performs the necessary works to handle the request and prepares any data for the view. A view displays data in a desired format. So I'm guessing it like render maybe JSON or HTML maybe. Some coffee. In terms of implementation, routes are rules written in Ruby DSL, domain-specific language. Controllers are Ruby classes, and their public methods are action. Okay. I need to write that up. Let's see. Controller. Controls are Ruby classes and their methods are actions. Okay. And views are templates, usually written in a mixture of HTML and Ruby. That is the short of it, but we're gonna walk through each of these steps in more detail next. Okay, nice. Routes. 2 seconds, let's see. I need the fucking app. I won't be able to focus either otherwise. There we go. Yeah, routes. In Rails, a route is a part of the URL that determines how an incoming HTTP request is dictated to the appropriate controller and action for processing. First, let's do a quick refresher of URLs and HTTP request methods. Part of URL. Examine the different parts of a URL, products, protocol, host, path, and query. Yeah. HTTP request. You get put. Yes, nothing new. Rail routes. A route in Rails refers to a line of code that pairs the HTTP method and the URL path. The route is also telling the Rails which controller and action should respond to that request. To define a route in Rails, let's go back to our code editor and add the following route to config routes. Okay. Define your application routes per the DSL. Okay, is the server still on? Yes, it is. So, if this is correct, if I go... Yeah. So this should be like get products to hashtag. So without looking, I'm guessing this is the controller. Products is the controller, and this is the action. And to iterate, controls are Ruby class and the public methods are actions. Okay, so controller and action. It seems. This route tells Rails to look for the get request for the product's path. In this example, we specify the product's index for where the for where to route the request. When Rails sees the request that matches, it will send the request to the products controller, and the index action inside of that controller. This is how Rails will proceed the request. Yes. I don't think we have. Let's see here. Apps controller. We don't have a controller for that. Maybe we're gonna create one soon. You will notice how we don't specify the protocol, domain, or query params in the route. That is because blah 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 blah. From where Rails picks up the request, knowing which. Okay, browser sends a request for /products. Routes checks this. Yeah. Get okay. Product. So we're gonna create Here we're told Ray to take the post request. Yeah. Routes may also need to match URLs with certain patterns. So how does that work? Get products and get this should it be title or shouldn't it be like slug maybe? Okay. CRUD route. There are 4 common actions you will generally need for resources. Is create, read, update, delete. This translates to 8 typical routes. Index, new, create, show. I don't. Oops. I don't get this though. If index is show all the records, what if you want to have pagination, for example? Is that not... Hmm. This is kind of mind-fucking, to be honest. But maybe it's gonna get clearer later on, maybe. You can specify these as well. Jesus. Okay. Oh, we have a new command. Bin rails routes. What? We had display all routes. Bin rails routes. But I don't... Oh, okay, let's see here. Can we do a clear? Yeah, we can do it. I don't have a control... Yeah, maybe... now that we defined the route for products, but have we though? Ah, okay, I'm stupid. We should do like this. Now we have done it. Okay, my bad. Bin rails routes. There we go. Resource routes. Typing out these routes every time is redundant. Yes, it is. So Rails provides a shortcut for defining them. To create all on the same CRUD route, replace the above route with the following line. Aha! Okay, so if I want everything with products, I can use resource. And we got the same results, right? Yeah, okay. That is pretty handy. Yeah. Whoa. Fucking yawning, what is the problem? And now we define the route for products. Let's implement a controller and actions. Why it is called action though? Why not just call it functions? Maybe it's a Ruby thing, maybe. Okay, bin rails generate. I think I can write generate as G, right? Generate controller. Products. And that was the same thing we mods, commands. So controllers are also gonna be plural. Let's highlight that one. We can check it later. Products index. Skip routes. So without looking, this creates a controller named products, which I assume also creates the action index only. Let's find out. Yes. What else did we create? We created a view, a test, and a helper. What is an helper? Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll find out. This command generates a handful of files for our controller. The controller itself, yeah, check. A views folder for the controller we generated. A view file for the action we specified. Okay. So if we specified, let's see, edit, we would have an edit view. I would assume. Test file and helpers file for extracting logic. Okay. Let's take a look on the products controller. Products controller. You may notice the file name products controller is an underscore version of class we in this file defined. This pattern helps Rails to automatically load code without having to... Okay. The index method here is action. Even though it's an empty method, Rails will default to rendering a template with matching file, and that would be, oops, this one. So if I go here and we go to products, yeah, it works. The index action will render, yep, we just checked that. If you open up the file in our code, we will see the templates, yep. Making requests. Let's see in our browser. Yeah, yep, we did that. Our board for request products. Let's close this one. Let's is rendering the layout. It's render products index within layout. And this took 17 milliseconds. If we open up routes again, we can tell Rails to route. Okay. So route, that is the home page, right? Products index. Nope. An enlisting concept product. There we go. I need to learn some more English, I think. Okay. Instance variables. Let's take a step further and render some records from our database. The index action, which is this one, yup. Let's add the database query and assign it with an instance variable. Rails uses instance variables. Okay, we okay. Here's some new syntax for me. don't feel that I have so structured, but let's do like this. Debug. Okay. Oh, we can fucking just copy it. To save some time. Okay, this is some new syntax for me. I'm guessing this is like a for loop or some kind of loop anyway. For each product, so I'm guessing this is kind of a variable, right? Test. Yeah. So this is that one. Products each. Ah, okay. I think I understand now. But if we go back here, the controller fetch with a module. Do we bypass the module now, or maybe I'm just stupid, of course, but how does this works? A request comes to the controller, which is this. We get all products. Is it because it goes by the name, maybe? Controllers and modules. Could be. It could be. Okay, let's move on. Maybe it's gonna be clearer soon. We will need to be able to access individual products, yes. This is the R in CRUD. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, it's not clear for me what this is, to be honest, but I'm guessing the controller we ask, let's see. Can I do like this? In Ruby on Rails, how does the controller communicate with a module? Is it by the file name, or how does it work? Did that fuck up with stream? I don't think so. Oh my god. On race. A Rails controller does not communicate with a module via the file name directly. Instead, it works like this. Outloading, blah blah blah. When you write user find in the controller, Rails looks for a constant called user. Senate maps works constant blah blah blah. User container class user. Yeah, but I don't have a class called product. Oh yeah, I do. I actually do. Okay, so the controller communicates with the module by referring its class name. Okay, so it's by the name is somehow in the background. Figure it out. Okay. Good to know. Very nice. Easy. Let's end this one. Product find params ID. The show action here defines a singular product because it's loading a single record from the database. In other words, show this one product. We use plural products in index. Oh yeah. To query the database, we use param to access the request parameters. In this case, we are using the ID from our route, products ID. And when we visit products/1, the params hash contains, which results in our show action calling product find 1. To load product, okay. To load product with ID 1 from the database, we will need a view action to show blah blah blah. Do we have that? Views products? We don't. Show HTML or B. Hmm. Bin Rails routes. Hmm. Very hard to read this. Why the fuck? Hmm. Okay, I need to step back. I don't get it. I need to fucking stand up as well. Maybe I don't feel so fucking tired. Okay, where am I? Controller action. Why is this so hard to understand? These rows prefix gives us the following. Where the fuck this? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this is... I understand it when I see it, but I can't explain why it works. This is an helper, so I'm guessing this is like built in Ruby on Rails. But I don't get this though. So I'm guessing. Okay, let's Ruby on Rails docs. I'm guessing we're going for the API, maybe. Link to creates an anchor element of the given name using the URL creator of the set of options. Examples. Link to profile. Profile path. Profile. What? Okay, so fuck. Is this also a part of a helper? Yeah, of course. It actually says so. Product path. So I'm guessing. Let's see the API documentation. Okay. Helpers. I'm guessing is a link to. Links to an URL derived from URL4 under the hood is commonly used to create links for RESTful resources, especially when passing modules as arguments to link to. So link to profile at profile. Okay, let's see. Let's do some Let's experiment some. We know that this is what did it called? It was called an instance variable. So we're gonna do test equals product find, and let's try out the console again. Bin raise console product find 1, and that is t-shirt. Do we have a 4? Okay, we didn't have 4. 3 super test. Okay, good. So test is our instance variable which contains the product super test that arises from we're finding the product through the ID, which means that this one, because it's index, this is not going to work. But if we do like this, let's see. And we have to do like this, I'm guessing. Link to YouTube, for example. And we are using our instance variable test. And we are saving that one. That is saved. So what would happen now? We will see a link to YouTube that goes to product/3. So far so good. Oh my god, I'm so good. Okay, I'm starting. Okay, this was something new for me. Let's write it down. Well, never mind. I don't think I have to write it down. I think it will be clearer soon. Can we do product? Okay, so I think we can do, without looking, we can write it as a link to product name, and that will link to product. Right? Yeah, it actually works. This is nice, actually. This is actually nice. Okay, creating products. So far we have created products in Array Console, but let's make this work in the browser. We need to create two actions for to create a new product from def new product. We're gonna create a new product, and that's gonna be a product new. And this we need also a new right. The new action instantiates a new product which will use this page. We can update. Okay, with a link. Okay, without looking. We need a link to a new. Okay, let's see. Link to. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna look at. Okay, we're gonna. Did the stream die? No. Link to new product. And what? I'm guessing this will work. Or? Yeah, it does. How did they write it? New product path. Okay. Yeah, this is quite confusing. Okay, never mind. So this generates products because it's a product path. And since we created a new yeah, little bit confusing, not gonna lie. But let's move on. And this is the form. Let's just copy it. Okay, from with form with model product do form. So I'm guessing this is a helper that specifies which model, which is product. We're gonna create new product. and do form. Yeah. In this view, we are using the Rails form with helper to generate HTML form to create product. This helper uses a form builder to handle things like CSRF token. That's nice. Generating the URL based upon the model provided, and even tailoring the submit button text to the model. Does it? How? Create product. The fuck? Hmm. Um. Hmm, hmm. Configure form for UTF-8 support. Set the info names. Because we pass in the new product instance for the form builder, did we do that? Yes, we did. Okay. Def create. Gonna create a new product. Product new. Product params. If fucking hell. Okay, since this is a private, this is not an action. I'm assuming. Okay, let's read through this code. On create, we are getting the product params, which is params x. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. Oops. Okay, I'm brain fried. Product name. In product params, we tell it. Okay, and Rails will ignore n. Okay. After assigning these params to the new product, we can try to save it to the database. Product save tells Active Record to run validations, and these validations I'm assuming is this. To run validations, I save the record to the database. If save is successful, we want to redirect the new product. When redirect to gives an active record object, the Rails generates a path for the record's shown action. In the else clause, we tell Rails to render new. Rails knows we are in the product's controller, so it should render. I like it should. It should render product's new HTML blah blah blah. Since we have set a product variable in create, yes we have, we can render the template and the form to be populated with our product data, even though it wasn't able to be saved in the database. We can also set the HTTP status to 422 unprocessable entity to tell the browser this post request failed and handle it accordingly. Okay, so this is the request then. Can we? I need to be better to use the API documentation of stuff. Let's see this. Render. I'm guessing but I think it's an active controller. Or how should I? Fucking hell. No, I don't know. Define edit at the product we're gonna find it with params ID. Okay, so basically, yeah, new just show the forms and create handles the form. In the same way, edits just show and update handles the request. ID params ID if product update product params redirect to product, else render let's copy it. So I think I will actually end it there. I am fried in the head. So next time we're gonna continue on edit, we're gonna delete, and then we're gonna fix some authentication. That's really nice. And security testing. Yeah. Well, I have to say though, this is really promising. Not gonna lie. But yeah, we are just at the tutorial levels. Well, until next time.